Hello, this is Sherry Woods, Volunteer Manager at Crossroads Hospice. I'm here to introduce you to a concept called life validation. It's a tool that can be used with actively dying people. They may appear to be in a coma-like state, but in fact they are hearing everything that's being said around them. It's a simple process, validating their life, affirming who they are, what they've done, acknowledging that they've made a difference in this life. You're going to use words of affirmation, words that represent the personality of the patient or your loved one, such as generous, conscientious, peaceful, loving, willing to help others, faithful, genuine, courageous. So many things that you can say about them. First of all, you want to watch and see how they're breathing. As they breathe out, you're going to speak these words of affirmation. Short sentences that are descriptive of them. Dependable, friendly, conscientious, compassionate. All these things can describe the barber. Perhaps the patient was a mother. What things do mothers generally do? They create a home. They provide emotional support. They teach life skills. They love unconditionally. They provide a safe place. They're wise. They're comforting. They're gracious. Mothers provide care at times when we are less than gracious, at our worst times. And yet, mothers still love us. Perhaps you have an opportunity to sit with an auto mechanic as he is passing from this life to the next. What kinds of words of encouragement could you offer to him? Think about your own auto mechanic and what you would want to say to him. He has kept you safe on the road. He's identified problems with your car and he has provided solid advice. Again, create short sentences that affirm the auto mechanic's life work and his contribution to society. Acknowledge that he has done things for you that you couldn't begin to do for yourself. Express appreciation. Thank him that he was willing to keep up with modern technology so that he can continue to work as an excellent mechanic. Not long after I learned this technique, I had an opportunity to share it with the family of a very dear friend who lay dying. The patient and I had worked together 4 or 5 years. He'd been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and it was the final hours. His son and daughter-in-law were in the room with him. They noticed that he was very restless and asked what they might be able to do to help give him some comfort. I encouraged them to take his hand and to begin to talk to him. I explained to them that when he breathed out, that was their opportunity to express a word of gratitude and appreciation to him. With tears in their eyes, they sat down beside him and did just that for about the next hour or so. They reminded him of ways they had impacted their lives, the ways that he had loved on them, the ways that he had made a difference. The look on his face when he saw his grandchild for the first time. It was a beautiful way for them to express their love. Although he was somewhat comatose, my friend received these words of affirmation and love from his children. You could tell by the way his breathing changed. You could tell by the way he relaxed and seemed to be at peace. He had always known that his children loved him, but for them to share specific, meaningful experiences that they had had with him provided the life validation that he needed to pass from this life to the next. And it brought a great sense of peace, ultimately, to his own children as they celebrated his life. Life validation, a simple process that can bring peace to those who are facing the end of life, and to their loved ones who are brave enough and bold enough to sit with them until the end. Thank you for your participation. The end.